Hello.
Evening. How's it going?
I'm good, man. Can you do me a favor of introducing yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Brand Power, part of Sturm, playing with the KGK groups. Um, been in Sturm for, I don't know, not that long, about a year or something. Other than that, that's it. Like not the token Brit, there's absolutely loads of us now in Sturm. We're taking over slowly. We will rise.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you, man. I've got you all your audio dialed in, so we're all good. So first thing first, how do you feel after tonight's match?
I tell you what, I definitely needed a smoke at the end of it. The JTF played damn well on their flanks. They on the western flank where my squad was, they played bloody well. We struggled to infiltrate past them. They did real good. They've got some absolute killers with those FGs. I'll tell you something.
They really did good tonight on defense. They had a lot of flanking opportunities. Or I think throughout the entire, even towards the end, they always had a squad on the flank harassing you guys in the rear, on the sides. So they did well tonight doing harass. And also their logi teams running all over the place trying to counter MSPs and stuff. So yeah, I can imagine it was just a chaotic nightmare tonight with all the comms and a lot of times you're fighting literally in the same buildings of each other. It must have been chaos.
Yeah, I mean, uh, we've gotten pretty nipped on our comms. I was tonight. I was leading a mixed section, so I had some Germans from 7ID and Nizzy from Stern with me. And when things get excited, it gets a little bit confusing, to say the least. My German isn't that great. I mean, I could probably ask for 3 beers. That's probably it.
That's all you need to know when you're speaking to a German, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Based on these results, KGK are going to finish top of Group A, and they're going to go into the winners bracket. So no matter what happens in the rest of the games now in the group stage, you're first place. So good job on that. Very strong. The only team to win every game on the attack so far by taking every single cap, which is pretty damn impressive.
Oh yeah, I think the team's done absolutely awesome. The entire series. Don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of work goes into it, and thank you, shout out to Shakal for that because he does work hard. He comes up with some fantastic ideas. I mean, plans are everything, and planning is nothing. You know, as soon as you get into it, it goes wrong. As soon as you get into it, it might go right. It is word for word, just completely, absolutely mental from the word go.
I imagine. So can you give me a breakdown of what strategy you guys used tonight?
Uh, well, tonight was KGK in its prime. I mean, getting some flanking action going and getting a massive thrust up the
The
middle,
KGK
uh,
brand
getting
merchandise? What?
just absolutely smash points, use our speed, which the KGK guys play awesome at speed. There are times when you think, oh, we might be going a bit too fast, but do you know what? They make it work, and hats off to every single player. They do make it work.
I mean, every match so far, exactly as you said, and it was highlighted well tonight again. You just don't give the defenders any time to break. You take one objective, you're already pressing the next one. You don't give them time to organize, to get into key positions. Nothing was clearer than that tonight than the final cap on the church and hospital. You guys already breached the defenders and was pushing in the moment the cap came unlocked. So, yeah, really
Uh,
awesome.
yeah, I mean that is it's one of the only ways to properly win without bleeding somebody of tickets is you have to keep that pressure on. You keep that screw turning and put pressure every angle you can get. Put pressure, and if they're heavy in one area, just move someone else up and start hitting them, and get Shakal to start dropping stuff on him, which he did really well tonight.
Exactly. So, can you explain the choice of not using tanks tonight as well?
Um, I mean, I think it speaks for itself. I mean, urban, it's a death trap for anything with wheels or tracks. Like, it's better to just go on foot and do it old school.
Yeah, and it allows you that extra infantry squad as well. It was the you guys been using the 91st PCD guys. How did they feel about having to play infantry tonight? Because they're mainly tankers, I know.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely took it with a happy attitude. They got involved. They got stuck in. I think they caused a bit of damage over on that eastern flank, but I was disconnected from that, so I didn't quite see what was going on over there. But they took it in good humour. I think they missed the safety of their tank, but you know everyone's got to go out on the old boots sometime, haven't they?
That's true. That's true. And your Logi tonight, Jan Falcon, one of them, Pioneers and AT-Man, did a good job cancelling out the tank crews from JTF. JTF rolled out a Tiger that quickly went down, then a short barrel that went down, then eventually a 222 was out for the first half an hour. Once that went down, I feel we haven't spoke to JTF yet, but after that they just went out completely. I think all teams are starting to come to the conclusion that tanks in Chapter 3, like, no bueno.
Yeah, I think that's the general consensus. I think we've had that as well, playing on different matches, training matches, and stuff like that with other groups where you go on quarantine even in public, and if you're in a tank, you're the biggest target on there. As soon as you get into a built-up area, you're just going to get absolutely spanked by somebody who is just going to sit above you with a Shrek and just waste you out. It's not ideal, but I mean that's the reality of the game at the moment.
Pretty much, pretty much. So, Karatan is a unique map as well. Not only is it the first time we've seen a Chapter 3 map, which brings new guns and new tactics to it, but also it brings a double cap. How do you go about planning for a double cap in a competitive game?
So, I mean, from what we've seen, like I said, a lot of work goes into what these guys do and the plans that they come up with. From what I know as a quite a special, I'm going to say quite a special needs idiot in the Sturm community. Um,
Okay.
we we spend a lot of time talking about stuff, talking about how we want to do stuff. Not quite all of it goes to plan, but on this occasion, it was pressure both. Whatever gives first, swarm it. Whatever gives second, swarm it afterwards. JTF gave us a fight for our money on backyards, definitely. I mean, they worked hard to try and get that back to us. I think they got it back once off us. But again, hats off to the guys in the cap. They dug in and they held on while the town hall was being capped. I think that was obviously the hardest one. The hospital church situation I've just seen on your stream recently that these guys JTF, they held the church. I mean, it's a brilliant tactic, but if you're struggling with your logi, because our AT was in the rear with their logi, I mean, you're kind of not screwed, but it makes it a lot harder to hold that position.
That is true. That is true. Based on your team's performance then tonight, is there anything going forward that you need to go practice more? Any weaknesses you saw on your side?
Um, not as a team. I mean, personally, I just need to get better at aiming because it just seems as soon as I get a Thompson in my hands, I develop Parkinson's and I can't aim for shit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Okay, fair. Then about JTF, then obviously first time you faced JTF in the season, the second seed in Group A now. Is there anything about that team you was concerned about going into this match?
Yeah, I mean we've watched their matches. We've talked about what they seem to do, but like anything, I mean, no one's played Carantan. I think this is the first time we've played Carantan, so it is just a sort of suck it and see and rely quite not heavily, but rely quite a bit on our violence, essentially, just getting as much lead downrange and just stopping their reinforcements. I mean, it's something that has worked in the past, and I think we've seen today it worked a little bit better on previous matches because this is quite complex terrain to get through. But their guys, they did well to reinforce. They did well to get behind us. I mean, they shouldn't be downhearted by this at all. They played bloody well tonight, and they gave us a run for our money.
That they did. They did. So you've still got the match to play on the defense. No matter the results of that, you can finish the top of Group A. Is that going to be a relief going into that match? Are you going to be a little more relaxed, maybe experiment a little bit, or are you still going to keep up the mindset of like, we're coming, we're going to be as efficient as possible, we're going for the win?
I think it's safe to say we're going to try and win. I mean, nobody likes a loss, but at the same time, you have to experiment. And if we experiment and we continued that winning streak, then absolutely fantastic. If we experiment and we struggle, we're going to go back to basics and just give them hell.
Fair. Any standouts tonight from your side that you would nominate as an MVP?
I mean, for me, I had Nizzy in my section, absolutely fantastic at AT,
Yeah.
and can't fault him up at church, making absolute havoc for Logi. That was excellent. But to be honest, any of the shooters in my section did absolutely fantastic tonight. I mean, we're talking like 50 kills each, which was just insane on their part. They did really well. So any of the 7ID guys in 4 section or Nizzy, to be perfectly honest, they did fantastic.
Okay, fair enough. Is there anything as a final message you want to say before I let you go here?
Yeah, I heard through the grapevine that if you do get 1,000 followers on YouTube, that Heifer will release his OnlyFans. So
Oh,
there is
shit.
that.
Well,
So there'll be public access to the Sturm OnlyFans, and Heifer is 100% the owner of that.
damn, that's added incentive for me now to get those 1,000 subs on YouTube. Fair. I'm going to do my best. Something about flip-flops as well. You got some flip-flops you putting
Oh
out?
yeah, we promised you 13 individual different sized flip flops as subscription fee, didn't we?
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah.
need to organise getting them sent down to you actually.
Yeah, please. It's summer's here. I could do with some pairs of flip-flops. It's about
Yes,
time.
yeah, we're thinking maybe like 12 individual right foot flip flops, all different sizes, and one slightly chewed by my dog left flip flop. So yeah, it should be all right.
Yeah, that'll be all right. I'm looking forward to it. Well, appreciate you joining me, Brand Power. Congratulations for tonight. You finished top of the group stage. Enjoy a rest now. Have some fun. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, bank holiday weekend. Good weather's coming around the corner, so
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks very much for streaming, and thanks for organising, man. It's a great job. Awesome.
no worries, man. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye bye. Much love. Mwah. Chat. That was Brand Power. KGK. My Spotify is not. Wilson,
Hello.
have you been sacrificed for the interview tonight?
If I have, I think I was just involuntarily volunteered.
Oh, nice. Well, we lost you last time. I don't want to lose you again. Are we okay today?
I believe we're okay today. I yelled at my internet provider until I was blue in the face after that.
Is that Comcast?
No, it's Spectrum.
Oh, Spectrum. What? It sounds like a villain from James Bond. What the hell?
Pretty much, they got the same motivations that most screwing people over.
True. Well, could you just introduce yourself, please?
Sure. I am Staff Sergeant Wilson of the 1st Ranger Battalion, and I am the commander of JTF's team.
Awesome. Appreciate you joining me tonight. So, first thing, I always ask this for everyone. How do you feel after tonight's match? There he is. Look.
I'm not too discouraged, but I wish we performed better. We knew that KGK was one of, if not the best team in the ladder, and it was going to be a hard fight. We didn't expect to win necessarily. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it doesn't matter the results now. You've qualified second place in Group A, so that means you're going to go into the winners bracket during the elimination phase. So your route to the finals is going to be easier. It should be, and you also get the second lifeline in case it's needed. So congratulations on that, on finishing second on the group stage.
Yeah, that's very unexpected for a new team. Especially, I'm a new commander and everything. That's very unexpected.
And it's a coalition team as well. So you've got a Spanish, French, and a American clan all teaming together. So kind of a unique team as well.
Yeah, and I believe it's the first time a North American clan has taken part in this.
This is true. This is true. Yep. First RB is the first one to enter the season ladder. So great to have you guys.
First for a lot of things.
So let's talk about the strategy. Can you walk us through what strategy you guys wanted to implement tonight?
Sure. Our strategy was having the majority of our infantry squads on a close defense in the buildings and try our damnedest to hold them at the first point with a couple infantry squads roaming those bocage in the outskirts looking for MSPs and the like. That fell to shit immediately. They got to the point before us. There was no staging phase, which we weren't expecting. Then, once they got to the point before us, we just tried our damnedest to hold on for as long as we could. We held on longer than I expected, but they still pushed us back.
Yeah, you guys, there was definitely a back and forth battle over that first cap and the second cap. That first cap, especially Captain Normandy, you had a squad spawn on the southeastern hard point in the first 5 minutes, and they did an excellent job of harassing KGK, slowing them down at the beginning. It was definitely a lot of back and forth, and especially the backyards as well, and Town Hall. They would gain land, then you'd push them out, and then they'll push you back. Constantly a back and forth fight between you guys, so 100% you guys held your own. You guys utilized tanks at the beginning, but quickly they disappeared. When did that decision come through, and what was that conversation about?
We lost a Tiger right away, and I believe a Panzer IV soon after that. We tried running with a couple 222s, but they're not doing well in city streets and tight areas like that. So to prevent a further ticket bleed, we just said, everybody that was in tanks just pile into infantry. We'll lose less tickets, and they're not bringing any tanks onto the field, so we don't necessarily need them. Although, if we had a more open terrain, obviously that decision would not be like that.
Yeah, your tank crews had a very unfortunate time. That Tiger, I think it would have been a strong asset, but unfortunately he got hit by artillery, so artillery hitting in his head, then a rocket hitting him, kind of unlucky for him there. That being said, your Logi tonight were kind of on point. What was the plan? What was the overall plan for Logi tonight?
Logi was to set up an 88 at the crossroads, and then after that, set up defenses on Town Hall and Carentan Church, and just make those into as hard of a point as they possibly could. They got pushed pretty hard at Carentan Church by infantry while we were fighting over Town Hall. So there was a lot of back and forth gunfights, but they held on to Church up until the very end.
They did, and when I was zooming out the map, looking at every cap, all the alleyways, they either had hedgehogs, sandbag bunkers, or barbed wire. So whoever was doing that tonight did a real good job of cutting off choke points for KGK. They had to then bring in a pioneer to clear the way or use assets. So they did a real good job of delaying the attacks tonight. Going up against KGK, they're probably one of the strongest teams we've got in the season. They're very veteran. Is there anything coming into this match that you knew about this team and you prepared for?
Some of our guys had experience with Sturm, who is a member of KGK, and we knew that they were extremely aggressive and they were all very good shots. I don't want to say we went in with the defeatist attitude. We were going to give it our all and try to make hell for them. But we knew right off the bat, like, this is one of the top two teams. We're a new team. We don't have their experience working together. We'll just do as best we can. And hey, if we come out as a win, it's unexpected but welcome.
Okay, fair enough. Based on your team tonight, then, is there anything you noticed in tonight's game for JTF that you're going to go to practice a little bit more? You're going to readdress?
Oh, there's a couple things that we're going to practice. I don't want to say them because, spoilers.
Yep.
But we were generally too aggressive in my mind. We should have played for more of a tickets. They bled 800 tickets of our tickets in an hour and 20 minutes. And part of that is them being good shots, but part of that also is us running out at them and getting gunned down in the streets when really we should have had a more defensive mindset.
Okay. Well, that being said, you've still got the second match to play next week where you guys are going to be on the attack. No matter what now in the group stage, I believe you're secured in second place, no matter what happens in the other matches. Are you going to maybe try something new next week, or are you just going to play it in a relaxed attitude, just give your guys some practice against another competitive team? What's the mindset going into next week?
We're going to play to win. We always bring the thunder and try to play to win. There's a few things that we're going to try to shake up because the meta for Carentan has not been established too much in competitive. and we're gonna test out some new strategies and see if a couple things work. And if they don't, not a big loss. We're still in the winners brackets, and if they do work, hey, another win in our back pocket.
Okay, fair enough. I can't wait to see it. Standouts tonight from your side then. Is there anyone you would nominate as an MVP from tonight based on their performance?
I might be pronouncing it wrong. It's French, but Crevier. He was a 501st squad leader. Him and his squad were always in the back lines, wiping rallies, finding MSPs, blowing the hell out of a lot of enemy assets. Without him, we would have been pushed back a lot sooner. So he's probably my MVP.
Okay, fair enough. Well, as I said, you're gonna go through to the elimination phase now. You're gonna be playing, I believe, it hasn't been decided yet, but it's gonna be Coalition Francophone, I believe, in the elimination phase. How do you feel about going against probably the favorites of season 3 in the elimination phase?
Personally, I'm scared shitless. KGK was a hard team, and I expect Coalition Francophone to be an even harder team. We will give it our all, as always. There's no, just throwing in the towel for us. But like KGK, if we win, awesome, totally unexpected, but we don't expect to win. Just give it our best and get those those CPs, so maybe we can come in 3rd or 4th place.
I mean, I don't blame you for fearing Collision Francophone. The first matches as well are going to be played on stone, so they're fighting on home territory. The French fighting on home territory, so I imagine that's going to be a little bit scary going up against them in the elimination phase. But nevertheless, you've qualified for the winners bracket in the elimination phase, which is going to give you a lifeline as well, just in case things do go south in your first match tie against them. So that being said, is there any final messages you want to say here?
Thanks to our opponents, KGK, for an excellent game. You guys gave us hell, and we look forward to seeing you next week for the next game.
Awesome, man. I can't wait for it. Thank you for joining me, Wilson. I appreciate you taking your time. I'll let you go and rest now. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, my dude.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go smoke a pack of cigarettes.
I don't blame you.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye, man. Bye. Chat. That was Wilson from JFT. He's part of First RB, NA Clan, part of the JTF coalition. I can only do 5 names, chat. And there it is. The MVP vote is up. Go vote. We've got 5 names. We've got Niz80 for KGK, Jam Falcon for KGK, and also Loser for KGK. And then we've got Craver for JTF, who was squad leading those flanks. And Ludwig, I'm going to imagine Ludwig was maybe one of his squad members. It's just a name I kept seeing constantly popping up, taking out rallies, being a nuisance on the flanks and rears. So go vote, 5 minutes. You've got your MVP vote. Go do it now. Go vote. It's Ludwig Craver. It's the same person? God damn it. Well, there you go. He's got 2 votes now. It's the same person? Damn. I kept calling him Ludwig, so that's why I missed the Cravier part. There's Loser. Look at him in the church. This was at the very... Not the start of the game, but... Oh, this little peak there? That alone... That little wipe there and that little lean peak... That was pretty fucking impressive from Loser. That was pretty impressive. That was like a play of the game right there. Cleared out the church. Then he did that little like wipe then to finish it off. But yeah, that was a good match. That was a good match. I can have a look at the standings quickly. Shall we have a look at the standings? So, these aren't updated yet, obviously. This was after round 2. KGK won tonight, so they're now on 7 VP. And they get all the caps and the tickets that they had. Joint Task Force is 4 VP. VDP lost on the attack against Entente. So Entente get 1 VP. So Joint Task Force is secure in their 2nd place spot. Along with Kempf, they're secure in 1st spot. So that is basically how things are wrapping up. VDP and Entente, they're basically battling in their last match for 3rd and 4th place. So that is how the group standings are going to finish for Group A. I can bring up the document as well so you guys can see. Wait, did this not finish downloading? I asked this to download. Did it not download? So this is how we're going to go into the elimination phase. It's going to be Stone 01. Group 1 winner will be facing the runner-up of Group B. And Group A runner-up will be facing the winner of Group B. So Group B is Coalition Francophone. So it'll be JTF versus Coalition Francophone here. That's already being sorted. Doesn't matter the results of the rest of the matches. That's all set in stone. The only thing that isn't set in stone is Group A winner, which is KGK. We don't know who they're going to be playing against yet because Dream Team, Rusty 40, and Band of Frenchies, they're all fighting for second place in the Group B. So we don't know who the runner-up is yet. Group B is completely undecided, aside from the winner, Coalition Francophone. Second place is a massive battle. So yeah, that's how it is. Ooh, my camera. Hello, camera? 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 Woo! Oh yeah, no, my camera's gone. Give me a second. Set in stone. It's set in stone. Get it? Someone got it. Someone got the pun. I'm a funny guy when I need to be. I'm a funny guy when I need to be. Okay, my camera should be fixed. We need to praise our medics. Medics get no love, man. I always feel bad for medics. There's about a minute left. Go vote, chat. Go vote. Go vote. I think Mr. is doing interviews at the moment for the Entente VDP game. Oh no, it's still going. The VDP Entente game is still going. Jesus. I already know the results myself. So, it's VDP on the attack. Entente on the defense. Look how close this is, man. Oh, did Mr. just crash? Or am I buffering? Is that me? Is that my internet? Oh no, did Mr. Don't tell me Mr. crashed. But it looks like VDP have pushed the Entente all the way to the final caps. That's VDP is our South American coalition. First time we've had a South American team enter. New to competitive world. They've never played competitive. Oh, there we go. He's back. Oh no, he crashed. Okay, great. Good. Obviously, I broke the stream. My bad luck there. There is a recording of that match though, so don't worry about it. The scores are in for the MVP vote with 35% of the votes. Niz 80 for KGK. Congratulations. Crevier or Ludovic 30% of the votes. Loser 20%, and then Jam Falcon 10%. GG. GG. Well played, everyone. Good game. Good game. Disagree, snipers are the most important. Pfft, snipers. Selfish. Snipers are selfish. GG Niz. I think that's Niz's third MVP he's got now. So, congratulations to him. Congratulations to him. Thanks, guys. No worries. Craver got 7% as well, so they're tied. True. Actually, no, he didn't. One of the votes was me, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, technically they're tied. Technically they're tied if that's the case. True. But yeah, that's me doing chat.